Get a chance to chat with some folks that did well at Lee USA Speedway. That was the most recent stop for the winged supermodifieds of ISMA and MSS. And the young man that I have on the phone with me right now, wow, only 3 starts with a winged supermodified coming into the season, and he almost swept the weekend at Lee USA. He almost won on Friday, but he won on Saturday. So let's head over to Avon, Ohio. Our young driver, Tyler Shullick, is with us right now. He's on his way to go see his car owner, by the way. Remember that they had a new Bodnar car that they put together for this season, and he got his first win with it. Tyler, first of all, congratulations. Must feel pretty good.
Yes, it's great. Thanks for having me on, Doug. I appreciate it.
And I know you're a busy man, so thanks for making time. Before we get into this stuff, congratulations, by the way. He works with Ty Majeski. They had 2 in a row with the truck, Richmond and Indy. So really, talk about a nice summer for you, right?
Yeah, the later summer months here have really picked up business at work and then in my personal life racing. So we're on the up and up and hoping to keep it going.
Before we get to the win, tell me how things could have gone differently. I read the press release. Sounded like you were in a pretty good race up front on Friday, but something went wrong.
Yeah, Friday night we were really good. We broke the track record at Claremont in the new Bodnar car, and we were really, really good in the heat race, and then fired off. From the feature, we were really good, and I think we led the first 35 or so laps and lost it in traffic, and I just started to chase back down the leader, and we had a part failure, which took us out Friday night. Other than that, I think we really, really had a shot at sweeping the weekend.
We
got everything fixed back up and kind of reevaluated and made a game plan, and we stuck to it, and it really panned out for us Saturday night.
He was the Baker Steel Detailing Fast Qualifier on Friday. Says it was a broken shock. Did you have contact with somebody, or was this just an old-fashioned parts failure?
Just a part failure was all. Just one of those things, and you got to move on and keep going.
There you go. So now he went to the next night. Did you have a pretty good feeling coming into that after doing as well as you did on Friday? Did you think, hey, maybe I can win this thing?
Yeah, honestly, I've had a good feeling all year. Anytime I show up to the track with Jim and Jimmy Bodnar, I know we're in a contention to win. They bring such a beautiful race car to the racetrack every week that that I know that's capable of contending for a win. So I'm always 100% confident when we show up that we've got a chance to win that night.
And actually, we're doing this, let me see, it's 4:15 on Thursday. He's actually on the way over to Jim's house right now, so please offer my congratulations. What have we learned about that car in the races that we've run it this year?
Just fine-tuned it more or less than anything. Jim has been so close on setups from past years and all his experience and all his wins over the years. And Jimmy has done such a good job of making sure we stick to a game plan, and we have a game plan, and making sure, we don't shoot ourselves in the foot. And he's done a great job with all that, and I feel like we've worked really well together. So, we haven't really had to change all that much. Jim's been really, really close on setups, and that's allowed us to fine-tune things when we get to the track, with just minor adjustments, and I think that's been a huge role in how fast it's been this year.
Started at 4th on Saturday night. I was reading this, and it sounds like it was a pretty wild move when you and Mo got around auto.
Yeah, I felt like I wanted to be a bit aggressive at the beginning and stay up front. I definitely didn't want to save tires and ride around and get buried in mid-pack and get in traffic, and I feel like that's when you kind of get yourself exposed. So I kind of stuck to my guns, like I said earlier, just sticking to a game plan, and it paid off in the end. Is just staying up front and trying to manage the race how I wanted to, and not let how I race.
Now, tell me about the move. It sounds like we were able to get him in traffic. Did you have to run him down, or were you pretty much staying with Mo as you guys were working through the slower traffic?
Mo got away from me a good bit there for a little while early in the race, and I just kind of tried to pace myself and just not let him, let me jump the gun and take off too early and kind of, use my tires up. So I just told myself to keep running my race, and I kept telling myself he'll come back to you. And finally, when he got to traffic, I think he just got too free at night and lost the balance, and we were able to get back to him, I think, with about 25, 30 laps to go.
All right, coming up on Bellinger, what exactly happened? What did you see?
He was struggling to get up off the corner, and I just had to time my runs right, and I was able to do so and kind of maneuver through traffic. So the car was really, really good all night, especially in the feature. So it made my job a lot easier.
20 laps to go at that point. Anything interesting happen? Did Mo stay with you? Did you hit other traffic?
I believe we started to pull away at the end there. I feel like I could really, once I got to traffic and passed a couple, I could really get going there at the end. There was nothing else to save. It was kind of give it all you got. So I felt like I really had some tire left at the end, and the car was better at the end of the race than it was at the beginning. So that also made my job a lot easier, being when it became go time, is I could go. So it all panned out really well.
Yeah, it sounds like you mentioned tires twice. Sounds like we really did play that early part of the race right, not to run out of tires and still have something left once you got out front with 20 laps to go.
Yes, even, pacing yourself, saving tires, the place was very, very coarse and hard on tires. And Jim and Jimmy had told me before, like, it's very hard on tires and it's very slick. So you've really got to use your head on saving your tires and making sure you're there at the end.
How tough is that? Because you're a race car driver. You work at racing full time. You're all about passing the car in front. How tough is it to, like, lap 25, lap 30, to lay back a little bit and tell yourself, I got to be there in the end and I got to do this in order to be there?
It's quite a bit tougher than you think. Some people are better at it than others, and coming from the dirt world the last few years, it was a lot harder on me to back myself down. The dirt racing is just, they drop the green and it's go for 30 laps wide open.
Yeah.
And, I had to tell myself, hey, like, it's a different ball game here. Save your tires and just ride and keep it straight. And it really helped that the car was so close all night that I didn't have to adjust my line or pace myself any more than I needed to. I just had to take my time and let the car do most of it.
Do you talk to yourself in the car in those moments? I mean, how do you not oh, wait, I'm gaining on him. Well, I'll just go a little bit this time.
Yeah, I necessarily don't. I'm sure there's people out there that do. It's just you just got to keep running, scenarios through your mind and try to keep up with the race and how it's panning out, and think about who has went and who hasn't, and but at the same time, you also just got to worry about yourself and run your own race.
Understandable. By the way, Tyler was the second new winner this year. Of course, earlier in this year, A.J. Lasecki won. So how big is this for you and this team to get a win in the first season? And what is that, like 7th, 8th race or something like that? Or not even, right?
I think it's huge. There's been a ton of effort put into building this car and maintaining the car and trying to get everything, put together. And, there's so much that goes into it, just other than the car, just, team chemistry and learning what I like and what Jimmy likes to see out of the car and early in the night compared to late in the night, and just working the bugs out of a new team. So I think to get a win knocked off, relatively earlier in the season, I wish it had been a bit earlier, but I think it's huge, and I hope we can really build off this.
No, and he's right. Having the car, having the driver, but having the team, everybody clicking, that often takes a long time, and obviously it didn't take as long. Are we done with winged stuff this year, or are we going to see you again?
Nope. There's 2 more races left at Evans Mills here in a few weeks, and then there's also a race at Caraway Speedway in the beginning of November.
All right, so we'll see you at both of those, and who knows, maybe we give him a multi-time winner this season. So I know he's very busy, like I said, so I'm going to let Tyler go. Again, make sure to say hi to Jim for me, and again, congratulations on being a new winner on the tour.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Again, make sure to come right here to this website. You'll find out more as we're going to track down more folks. And, of course, we'll be at Evans Mills on the 13th with our camera, so we hope to see you guys up there.